From the producers who did the paperwork. For that one box office hit you heard of, probably, comes another film they also did the paperwork for. Back to the producer. This is heavy. No, really, this production binder is really heavy. Coming soon.
Hello filmmakers, Ash here, and welcome to Film It Yourself. Most people are pretty familiar with the term producer, but more often than not, they have no idea what a producer actually does. In fact, early on in my film career, my own mother used to go around telling people I was a producer instead of a director because, well, she didn't know the difference. And with the stream of movie trailers nowadays that like to boast their movie is brought to you by the producers from that other successful film, it's no wonder people aren't really clear on what a producer does. Now, while producers can have creative control, they aren't the main creative force behind a film. That's the director. However, the producer usually hires the director, so they often also have the ability to fire the director. But on the other hand, directors who want more creative freedom often wear multiple hats and also produce their own films. Just like with assistant directors, there's many different types of producers. There's executive producers who are at the top of the pyramid and often either supply or are in charge of acquiring funding for the film. And then there's the more commonly known producer. Now, part of the reason most people don't really know what a producer does is because, well, people with the title of producer really could have done a lot of different things. They could have helped fund the film, give big picture creative input, or they could have just coordinated the many steps required to create the film. Basically, a producer is anyone who doesn't fit the normal film departments that had a considerable hand in making the film a reality. However, most of the time when someone is talking about a producer, they are talking about the main person who coordinated and organized all the key details that are essential for making the film. As you can see, having a producer is vital for any film shoot and can help make your film a reality. So, now that you know why you need a producer, let's go over what exactly they do, starting with pre-production. In pre-production, producers can either purchase or help develop film ideas with screenwriters, hire key crew members, set budgets, build schedules, set out contracts, and gather up funding and/or resources needed for the shoot. They often also do a lot of paperwork, like lots of paperwork. During production, producers can help run and coordinate the shoot, as well as be general problem solvers. But producers aren't always on set, and more often than not, these set responsibilities are filled by a line producer. Line producers are responsible for all the logistic operations of the set and oversee the staffing of the crew, scheduling, and help manage the budget. For example, let's say some key set piece is damaged during production and needs to be replaced. The line producer would be responsible for checking to see if there's room in the budget to do so. And finally, during post-production, the producer continues to help coordinate the film by being a liaison between director and post-production teams. In the event you need to reshoot a scene, the producer would then organize a reshoot. They are also responsible for coordinating any details and contracts involved in distributing and marketing the film. So, now you know what a producer is and why you need them. Now, Mom, please stop telling people I'm a producer. And if you want to know more about different filmmaking jobs, check out my filmmaking jobs playlist for breakdowns on more roles here.
From the producers whose moms think they're directors, and the directors whose dads think they're producers, comes the most organized film of the season, The Coordinator. I'll be back with more paperwork.